right, here we go. It is February 7th, currently 5:44 p.m. where I am. Day 7 of 28 movies later. Zombieland featuring hit actors like Jesse Eisenberg from movies we all love like Batman vs Superman, the that one scene in Justice League, and then of course the Social Network.
Because there's only 3 films. He hasn't been in anything else.
Exactly. we we got that alongside Woody Harrelson from Now You See Me, and Emma Stone.
What? This. None of these people were in this movie. They were just in different movies, and we just decided to mention them.
Exactly. They just. But yeah, we got famous actors all together in Zombieland.
I'm sorry for cutting you off. I was like, oh, and Emma Stone, before she was shaved bald and proved she was an alien.
Whoa! I can't believe it. But yeah, so we got all these hit actors in Zombieland. Yeah, it's fun. It's a nice, fun little movie. This is Zombieland's kind of interesting to me because this definitely feels like it definitely feels like a product of its time, because like this is very clearly like a movie that's trying to be like, oh, I guess kind of like making fun of like zombie tropes and stuff. Like, oh, classic zombie movies, right? So like, here you go. We got like a comedy movie with them. We got Jesse Eisenberg having like funny rules about zombies. Whoa! And it's like, it's not to say that there wasn't any like like comedic like zombie movies beforehand, but like this is very much like at a time where it's like, all right, what like how do we make zombies like kind of interesting again? Well, we can have a whole thing just kind of poking fun at it a little.
Like, well, it's like, I was like, not to mention, this is very much Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick's shtick is very. They kind of feel like, I know this wouldn't really make sense outside of like one aspect, but like they kind of are sort of like the modern day Farley brothers.
Huh.
Or they like the Farley brothers. A lot of their movies is they combine like really raunchy jokes with sentimentality. Like Shallow Hal is all about like a woman, like a chauvinist womanizer who realizes, deep down inside, like women are more than just their outer beauty. And he had to learn it by being magically manipulated by a voodoo. Like I think it was like some kind of curse where he sees like women who are not socially outwardly pretty, and he sees like 10s and 9s everywhere. And like Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick's whole thing is, you see it here in Zombieland, and you see it in the Deadpool films, where it's about these people who are not, like they're not very dysfunctional people. They're not functional people, but like they you kind of peel back the curtains and you kind of realize, oh, they're a lot more complex than we give them credit for.
Yeah.
And that's that is Zombieland. Not only is it a film kind of poking fun at zombies and kind of just um, hell, you I can make an argument. This kind of seems like it is poking fun at like Max Brooks, like
Mm.
his zombie survival guide, whereas
Ah.
whereas like the like this obsession, this obsessive idea of cataloging um the apocalypse,
Mhm.
while also reflecting on the fact that you didn't really do anything before the apocalypse. That's Columbus' whole idea. He spent so long just making a plan for when zombies were to happen. He never got the chance to actually be friends with anybody or find a girlfriend.
Mhm. Yeah, and then you see how that changes after this whole zombie outbreak. So like like yeah, like there's a lot of like actual like really nice like heartfelt moments in this movie. But it's also that but again it's also like a little it's also a comedy at the end of the day. So you're gonna have like fun moments like like shooting Bill Murray.
Bill Murray comes in and he tries to prank the one guy who has a shotgun right next to him.
You know what? You know what, Bill? This wouldn't have happened if you had the other Ghostbusters there with you.
If I was, yeah, I was thinking about it, and also I kind of wanted to tell you, it'd just be funny if if this movie, instead of having Bill Murray, it had you know Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd. He's gonna he's gonna be selling Mark Zuckerberg his crystal vodka.
Crystal Head Vodka. He's gonna start talking about like ghosts and aliens, and he's gonna just be weirding everyone out.
That's great. Honestly, I kind of want to see that now. I'm not gonna lie. Jesse Eisenberg, you gotta try my new Crystal Skull vodka.
I purified it with Herkimer diamonds. I it came to me in a dream. Like, have you ever heard of his? I know we're getting off topic, but have you ever heard of like Dan's, like Dan's explanation behind like the blowjob joke from Ghostbusters?
No, I have not. What is it?
He claims that he saw it in a dream.
Well, it came to him in a dream. A ghost is gonna come and just start handing out BJs. Thank you, Dan. Truly a visionary, I gotta say. Wow. did did the BJ ghost also tell him to start making those Crystal Skull vodkas?
Probably it was probably much later. But to get back on topic,
Yeah.
like like um I think one thing I will say, like, to agree with you on the point of like, this really feels like it's of its time, is you like everyone nowadays kind of does complain about like the referential humor,
Mm.
and like this movie's kind of chock full of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely has like a lot of like referential humor. But this of course like was like the time when like, not to say this was anything new, but like this is clearly before, people started getting tired of this type of comedy.
This was like the beginning. This was before everything kind of became oversaturated.
Yeah. So like if Zombieland came out today, it probably is, the humor's probably not going to land that well with people at this point. Everyone's kind of tired of it, but like yeah, like when this came out, this was probably like this was probably like gut busting humor at the time. It was like, oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I get that what they're referencing.
It's hilarious. I love babes.
I love Babe. Yeah.
I love the Ghostbusters.
So, uh, I I also think also like the referential humor and just also like with like Jesse Eisenberg's character alone, I think like also just like kind of somewhat of a product of his time. It's like this is very clearly where like I guess you could put it like when I guess like supposed you could say nerd culture was like like considered like almost kind of niche. Like this before like nowadays like if you go like nowadays if you tell someone like oh hey I watch such and so like show, everyone's like oh cool, that's great, man. Like this is definitely kind of around the time where at least portrayed in media it was kind of like oh I like such and such, like oh you're a fucking nerd, you loser. Look, you're like Jesse Eisenberg. Look at him.
Just the Eisenberg. So like this kid, so like I'm not gonna say this definitively. I am not an expert in any way. I'm just saying that as a disclaimer. Zombieland came out in 2009. The first season of the Big Bang Theory came out like late 2007.
2007.
So like this was like this was like the sort of the earliest of like people trying to make nerd stuff look mainstream.
Yeah. And again, I think it's just really interesting to look back on because nowadays, like if you have someone like if you have like a character being portrayed like Jesse Eisenberg in this movie, most people would just think, yeah, that's all right, that's pretty normal. All right, cool. But like back then, like this is probably like this is definitely around a time where like oh my gosh, it's like it's the nerd fantasy guys. He gets the hot chick, he gets to survive in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. Oh my gosh, whoa, it's totally me for real. So like I think it's just kind of fun to look back on. It's like wow, you know. Not gonna say like oh we come a long way, but it's just kind of interesting to look back on like man, this was definitely around a time where where oh my gosh, I had nerd like Big Bang Theory, Bazinga, whoa.
The the autistic man says bazinga, everyone laughs.
Oh my gosh, it's great. But no, it's just interesting to look back on, and so like I see Zombieland as kind of like just a fun like it itself is like a fun little humorous movie, but also it's just kind of interesting to see. This really does kind of encapsulate a lot of like the period of time this was made in, because nowadays I don't know if Zombieland would be as like beloved as it was back then. So I don't even know if it was that beloved. I don't know. I'm gonna look up how much did Zombieland make.
Zombieland made a lot of money. It
Damn.
made like 102 million worldwide on a budget of 23.6 million. So this was a
Wow.
this was a movie that was like it was like a very very small but like sizable like a phenomena. Because like this was like the second like talking about this was like the second zombie boom. Because like in 2007 we would have like 2007 we would have no I think it was 2004.
type it in numbers and inflation.
2000. It would be 2005.
Mm.
2005 would be the release of Land of the Dead, and
Oh.
it's like that. 2007 would be 2007, like Dire of the Dead. So it's like this whole like era was encompassed on like a second boom for zombies that I guess like kind of ended around like maybe like 2013, 14.
Hmm.
Or people just kind of just started saying they were sick of zombies.
Ah. Everyone moved away from the zombies. Avengers is now the big thing. Sorry.
And it was superheroes.
Well, now you know what we need. We need our Marvel. We need our MCU zombies, but not on Disney Plus, like in an actual big theater screen.
I mean, like if Disney was like if Disney was like more experimental, that would have been amazing. Just like some like an animated Marvel zombies film.
Yeah,
For
man.
the big screen.
That would have been actually pretty cool to see. I'm not gonna lie. But hey, so also in typing numbers, crunching numbers in inflation calculator. So when if this was made today, the budget it would have would be around a little over $35 million, and it would make about $153 million. So either so there you go. Either way though, big ass successful movie, numbers wise. Like damn. So but yeah, so like uh yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Pretty much like it's just a nice, fun little movie, but it definitely is. If you watch it now, it definitely is gonna be kind of like a product of its time, sort of thing. But I still think it's fun. I have now, I have not seen the sequel,
Oh,
which we're gonna be seeing tomorrow. I have not seen that whatsoever.
see, it is interesting because like Zombieland came out like in 2009, just like
Mm-hmm.
the a year before the start of the 2010s.
Mm-hmm.
Shrugging off the 2000s, and Zombieland Double Tap came out 10 years later in like 2019.
Really?
Yeah, it had a very troubled production.
Oh.
Oh. I didn't hear bad things about the movie, but I did hear it. It was a movie that, like,
Mm.
well, like it is a movie that some say that should have probably shouldn't have taken so long.
Ah.
They would continue to pray to the blue
Okay.
fed.
Bill Murray's back in Double Tap, from what I'm seeing. Damn, he tanked that. You know, Dan Aykroyd summons some ghost to help Bill Murray survive, so that way he could live on in Double Tap.
Ocean flows.
Oh, Bill Murray. Like apparently it's a joke scene. It's like,
Mm.
Bill Murray and the cast of like Bill Murray and the cast of Good Morning America are doing like an interview set in which before and this was like minutes before the zombie apocalypse actually happened.
Oh, okay.
And it was a joke about how like Bill Murray was promoting a Garfield 3.
Garfield. you, th- you, you think if we can convince Bill Murray to if we could trick Bill Murray, you think he'll do another Garfield movie?
I think if we had the money for him, like he'll probably do another Garfield movie.
Bill, you're not gonna believe it. We actually got the actual Ethan Cohen this time, like for real, to do another Garfield movie. You want in?
Hell, like I'm pretty sure that like if we convince Wes Anderson to make a Garfield movie, Bill Murray's probably going to be in it.
Actually, I would pay to see a Wes Anderson Garfield movie. All right. Anyways, so yeah, so Zombieland again. It's a fun movie, bit of a Project's time. I guess I'll just have to see what Double Tap has in store tomorrow. So yeah, so that was day numero 7 of 28 movies later.